Hey, Tyson Fury here. This is the video to my brother Andy Ruiz Jr. I hope you're doing well, brother, in that gym. I see that big doss of Wilder's been supporting Ortiz. So the Gypsy King, the main man, is going to be supporting Andy Ruiz Jr. Good luck, man.
And those are the words, once again, of Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury, the current WBC reigning and defending heavyweight champion, superstar boxer of the world. And Tyson Fury is backing Andy Ruiz, of course, for moral support against his next coming opponent, which is the hard-hitting, dangerous, seasoned Luis King Kong Ortiz. And he's backing Andy's play, and he wishes him good luck. And what do I feel about that? I like it. I like the camaraderie of fighters of certain caliber siding and respecting and supporting fighters with maybe a notch or two under them and wishing them well in their fights. That shows great sportsmanship. That shows that, you know, they think about someone else besides themselves in their own career. And I think also it keeps the rivalry alive between Tyson Fury and his rival Deontay Wilder. You know, if you believe it or not, you know, it's more than meets the eye with this, you know, and I think the question you ask yourself is, would Tyson Fury support Andy Ruiz if he didn't see Deontay Wilder support Luis Ortiz? Bars. That's the question you ask yourself, you know, and I think Tyson Fury will try and make any attempt necessary to blast and to counterpunch Deontay Wilder for doing certain things, you know, but it also shows that what Wilder does matters to Tyson Fury, you know, along with a lot of these fighters. You know, these fighters respond to these other fighters if they win or if they lose or the things that they do. And it shows you that Tyson Fury pays attention to the fighters around him, regardless of what his upcoming plans to fight them or not. They still have some type of mental hold on Tyson Fury. See, when anytime a person makes you respond, so you go public, being a public figure, being an athlete like Tyson Fury is, and it makes you respond to the things that they do, it gives them power over you. Bars. See, Tyson Fury didn't have to respond to anything if he felt that, you know, this guy is over him or anything like that. And that goes for other fighters like Anthony Joshua, you know, and if he starts talking about Joshua, that's also promoting that other fighter, regardless if it's slander or support or words of encouragement or whatever. It's still promoting that fighter. So what Deontay Wilder does, if Tyson Fury sees that and he needs to respond, that means that Deontay has to have some type of power over Tyson Fury. And, you know, likewise for Wilder, you know, Wilder's seen that or heard that Tyson Fury will come in over 300 pounds. Therefore, he changed up his training regimen and started lifting hardcore weights and 300-pound bench presses and stuff like that. Simply things that based on what he heard. You know, so I like the energy that bounces back and forth between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. As you guys can see, you know, Wilder embracing Luis Ortiz and wishing him well with his next coming fight with Andy Ruiz. So Tyson Fury says, you know what? I'm going to balance this up. I'm going to Libra scale this. I'm going to make sure I support Andy Ruiz so Andy Ruiz will have some support coming from a champion, you know, from the WBC end. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of the back and forth and the double rivalry between Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, Deontay Wilder, Luis Ortiz, and Andy Ruiz. Please subscribe, and you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!